hot and gritty, whipped around Elara as she knelt in the cracked earth of the desert. Before her, a massive, deflated brain lay slumped and lifeless. Its rubbery folds etched in the dust of forgotten thoughts. It was a bizarre, almost comical sight, yet Elara's brow was furrowed with fierce determination. She gripped the pump handle, its metal cool against her sweaty palm, and began to push down. With each rhythmic hiss of air, the brain groaned, slowly, reluctantly, beginning to swell. Elara watched, her goggles pushed up onto her forehead, revealing eyes that held a mix of exhaustion and desperate hope. This was her last resort, her last act of rebellion against the encroaching emptiness. In the distance, a monstrous storm brewed. The sky, once a searing blue, had curdled into a bruised purple and menacing gray. Forked lightning ripped across the horizon, illuminating the towering column of churning clouds, a swirling vortex of dust and fury that seemed to mock her futile efforts. The air thrummed with static electricity, a prelude to the chaos that would soon engulf her. Years ago, the world had been vibrant, a tapestry of thought and emotion, but slowly, imperceptibly, at first, something had begun to drain it. Ideas became shallow, feelings dulled, and memories faded like old photographs. People drifted unmoored, their minds deflating like forgotten balloons. Elara, a former activist of forgotten dreams, had witnessed it all, the creeping apathy that turned ambition to dust. She had found the brain, a relic from a forgotten era of boundless imagination. Buried beneath the ruins of what was once a grand library. It was a symbol, a vessel for the collective consciousness that had once thrived. And now she was trying to re-inflate it, to breathe life back into a world on the brink of intellectual collapse. Her muscles screamed in protest, but she ignored them. The storm was closer now, its roar a guttural challenge. Sand stung her exposed skin, and the first fat drops of rain splattered onto the parched earth, instantly vanishing into the thirsty ground. The brain, however, was taking shape. Its sulci and gyri, once flat, now bulged with a faint, almost imperceptible glow. As the wind howled and the sky unleashed its fury, Elara felt a tremor in the ground. Not the storm, but something else. A flicker, a thought, a memory. It was faint, like a whisper on the wind, but it was there. And with it, a surge of adrenaline, a renewed purpose. The storm was a destructive force, yes, but perhaps it was also a cleansing, a violent upheaval that might clear the way for something new. With one final desperate push on the pump, as lightning struck terrifyingly close, the brain fully inflated, pulsing with a soft ethereal light against the backdrop of the raging tempest. Elara didn't know if it would be enough, if one save a deflated world. But as the first true drops of rain began to fall, washing away the dust and grit, she looked at the glowing form and felt, for the first time in a very long time, a flicker of hope.